Hello and welcome back to another episode of Alpengard, Waves of Beryl, here on the Talking Crypt. Currently, we are one party member shy. Lorenzo's not here at the moment, but hopefully he'll join us in a bit. But we've got Seth, Jessica, and myself all on an adventure here with Sedge.
Beautiful. Thank you all for joining, and hope everyone who's listening in enjoys today's session. Who, if anyone, would like to recap what happened last time after Stainer poked the dragon 2 episodes ago?
It's a whole lot of hurting. So we proceeded to fight said dragon until I think we killed it. But not without taking some punishment ourselves. Mainly me.
Very, very true. And its body did come crashing out of the sky into the forest. And then you all did decide to go exploring that cave that Foul Fangs had come out of.
Yeah.
It was a weird cave.
Like everything came alive and was attacking us. There is a lot of treasure still in there, though.
There is. I remember on the altar in the cave, the extremely rough-hewn altar, the image began inviting you to step onto the altar. And you saw the vision of the island,
Right.
probably near the Beryl Mere, with the hand beckoning to you.
Just before I had a strong urge to not do it. So we left.
So you definitely got some conflicting messages. You all did manage to make it out of the cave alive after fighting the portions of the stone wall that were grasping at you, including the exit to the cave, which seemed to form teeth and tried to chomp you on your way out. But you did successfully escape, and at this point, to your knowledge, the cave is sealed shut. I mean, you couldn't potentially go back to it sometime and try to get some of that treasure, but you then proceeded into the forest to find the corpse of Foul Fangs the dragon, which has now been turned into a rather interesting stew, if I remember correctly, courtesy of Stainer.
A nice, delicious monster stew.
Very tasty. You are now out in the middle of the forest, and you went to sleep that night, and the fog rolled in pretty thick, and you made your landfare checks to find as good of a place to camp as possible, and you are now there, and you feel much stronger in the morning. Congratulations on leveling up to 8th.
Oof. That one was hard fought for.
Very much so, and very well deserved. The sun rises in the east, but it's very dim through the fog, casting a faint reddish glow through the mists, and the fog does not seem to be burning off anytime soon. It's still early morning, just after daybreak. You awake feeling reasonably refreshed, and Stainer, you are still getting those visions, and it is a shock to you because you have never had in your entire life Arcane Omen continue to function like this. It seems to be well beyond what you would expect from the power.
So I'm like, right now I'm kind of trying to figure out how to turn it off. All right, stop. I turned it on.
Well, your fire. Oh, go ahead.
I said I turned it on. I want to turn it off.
Yet the visions continue to come, beckoning you into the forest. This time they were leading you directly east. Now you're starting to feel a little pull more towards the northeast.
Is there any? Do I see? Is there any trails that may be able to head off in that direction?
As of now, it's possible you could get through somewhere up here. I'm pinging on the map. You could try. Your best trail is not really a trail, it's just looser undergrowth. It is still directly to the east, but it's possible it will turn up that direction. Otherwise, you think you may have to do some bushwhacking. Your fire has burned out. It's just nothing more than sizzling embers at this point. Would you like to go bushwhacking, or would you like to follow the path of least resistance over here on the far eastern side of this battle map?
I think we would. I would, for the sake of the party to not be any further pissed at me, I would take the path of least resistance.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Sorry, Gil, were you about to say something?
No, I was agreeing.
Okay, all right. You take the path of least resistance. It soon becomes tangled. However, after about an hour of trudging through the forest, you stumble upon what appears to be a north-south trail. So you're basically hitting a T intersection. It's cutting right across your way through the forest. So left would be north and right would be south. Or you could cross it, but Stainer, you feel the intensity of the omen growing. And I'm going to whisper something to you.
Okay.
It'll be coming your way on the chat. All right, just sent that to you. Ray, as you're looking about, I know you typically have your eyes open for tracks, that sort of thing. You don't see anything that catches your eye until you get to that trail. It was mostly just wild animals, what you'd expect, deer, that sort of thing. On the track ahead of you, you think it's probably been traveled recently by you think you can see some mortal footprints. If you would like to give me a search check, and anyone else, you are welcome to. Okay, go for it. Standard, did that message come through?
Yes. I'm still
Okay,
trying to
cool.
figure out what I'm going to do about that.
Okay. Nice. Desiree. Type in another little footnote. Dana, real quick. All right, Desiree, as you are examining the footprints on the trail, you notice that some of them are much smaller than the others and immediately conjures the image of children. The adult footprints go both north and south, whereas the children's footprints mainly seem to go north to your left.
Well, I think that's what we were originally here for, is finding the kids. So I don't see why not.
So, uh, how close
Okay,
are
if
we to the
you
barrel mirror right now?
you're actually miles away, so it's probably a day and a half sailing. But you know that that's specifically just the barrel mirror proper, where you can really see that light green in the waves.
Hmm.
But you know that the influence of the coloration does come into the channels around the islands where you are.
Right. Okay. And is it super misty in here?
Yes, so the fog has not let up. There's enough light for Jajare to have found the tracks and taken a good look at them, but and as the sun is rising, but it's still definitely gray. And if you do decide to head north or either direction, could let me know if you want to go along the path itself or if you want to try to bushwhack it along the side of the path. Would be slower going, but would offer you concealment from anyone up ahead.
No, I think I would still say I'm staying on the easier path. Uh, but so I don't know what it is I'm seeing, but I there's some very very large ocular things staring at us through the mists. Do you guys see that?
You mean like eyeballs?
Yeah, they look feminine. Uh, I don't know if it's maybe just some playing tricks on the mind, but
Elvin and Jajare, you have not seen any sort of hint of eyeballs in the fog.
Like you say, big ocular. What do you mean by big?
I mean, big, huge. Like not, I can't even make my arms that big around. I'm a big guy.
Interesting.
Just keep an eye out.
Sure, sure. I'll
Wink,
look
wink,
out for
wink.
these big eyes.
Growljaw, in the meantime, is snuffling around the path. Just
And maybe we'll pay
looks up.
attention to how he reacts when we move along.
Okay. He doesn't appear to be nervous. He is looking to the north and just wagging his tail, not necessarily super excitedly as if he's recognized the scent, but he doesn't seem afraid. You definitely know the look of he's caught wind of something.
Hmm.
Up the road, or
Continue up.
Okay. You turn north. And it's about 10 feet wide. Who's taking the lead?
I would be.
Okay. All right. Arrow Jax, we'll assume he is pulling up the rear. He starts to get a little queasy. We'll just assume that he has another case of indigestion. Hopefully he'll rejoin the party. In the meantime, the rest of you proceed forward. Are you trying to move quietly or are you moving at a normal pace?
I'm not moving rapidly, not with these eyeballs.
Okay. All right, Stainer, you continue to have those visions, whereas Galvin and Jajare, you do not see what he's talking about at all. Aerojax does not either. He begins to lag behind.
I think he's lost more than marbles. No, I'm not seeing a single eye except the ones in our skulls. Maybe he was eating that dragon. The thing looked kind of rank.
It was not my cooking.
All right, well, an hour passes as you're walking up the road. Feel free to give me look checks. It's now mid-morning. Nice, Galdrin. Very nice, Jajare. Cool, Stainer. Stainer, you don't quite spot this because you find your mind consumed with trying to sort through these visions. Do you trust them? Do you not? All those thoughts are running through your head. Jajare and Galdrin, as you're looking ahead, you're pretty sure you can see some sort of lantern light in the fog.
There's a
Straight ahead of
lantern up
you.
ahead.
Does this feel like the same uh I guess the same feeling as when I got stopped before getting on the pedestal?
It does. There's definitely a familiarity there.
Okay.
Ahead of you in the fog, there's definitely a couple of lantern lights, but you can't make out anything else behind it. Are you going to try to hide or just proceed forward?
I'll stop everybody real quick. There's lanterns up ahead. Jorkle.
Should we hide and let them pass? See who they are.
You notice it's a little to the side of the trail.
So we'll tuck it in then.
Tuck it
Okay.
in.
All right, the lanterns are not moving. They do not come towards you. You notice they seem remarkably still.
don't you one of you guys sneak over there? Take a peek.
Sure, I could shuffle my way over there, kind of stealthily like.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your lurk check, Galdrin.
I'm going to spend a Numa to do improved.
Nice. Okay. Excellent. Galdrin, you go sneaking ahead while Jajare and Stainer remain behind with Growljaw. Growljaw, in the meantime, doesn't seem particularly nervous, but you do notice, especially you, Jajare, because you're so used to him, that he is standing a little more firmly, uh, looking strong, as if he's kind of puffing himself up. Sure what he has smelled. Galdrin, as you go forward, the mists remain thick, and I'm just gonna do a little roll here. Okay. As you make your way forward, you notice that the undergrowth seems to be a little thinner here, so you have to move a little bit farther away from the path in order to maintain cover. You notice that it looks like there's a dark patch in the fog behind the lanterns, and it occurs to you that there may be a building there. Ahead of you, and ahead of you, in between the lanterns, you're thinking, oh, it's possible those are hanging on some gate posts of some sort, or fence posts. Right now, the fog is too thick to see much else there, other than maybe some bushes near the lantern. Both of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are you going to creep up closer?
No, I think I'll stay here for a second, watch out, and then I'll double back to the group.
Okay.
Looks like there is some sort of structure. The lanterns are on like fence posts or something. I don't know. As far as I can tell, this fog is so thick I can barely see my own hand in front of me.
As you say that, the fog, almost as if on command, begins to thicken.
Maybe it's a place to take a short sit down. Maybe that's what the lanterns are for.
I don't know.
Or maybe we can just sneak on right past then.
What if we do? Let's be a little stealthy about it. Don't know what's in that structure. Could be more weird talking walls.
Could also be an inn or a tavern. I wish it was a tavern.
Galvin, you did notice when you were up there that if there is a building there, it's to the left of the path, but sort of still standing in the way of the path, and that it's quite possible the path bends around it to the right.
So did you see a way through around?
Could go It's to the left of the path. So we could stay. Is there was there like forest on the other side of the path, or?
Yes. So the path is pretty well enclosed by the coastal trees and a decent amount of undergrowth, ferns, that sort of thing.
If we stay on the other side of the road, we might be able to get past it without alerting anyone inside, and maybe get a good look at what it actually is.
I mean, we can use the fog to our advantage, right?
Yes.
Well, if it gets any worse, we shouldn't have any issues. Just kind of tiptoeing our way past.
You try to play it sneaky.
I vote we do.
Okay. You choose to do so, Galdrin. I will let you keep that roll if you want for your lurk check. Though, Chazare and Stainer, I need your lurk checks.
I'm a big guy. With pots and pans.
Life of a chef. You're gonna creep up on the right side of the path. All right,
Oh my
Chazare, Stainer. All right, so I'm gonna give you the option to burn Enuma on a reroll if you would like, but you just did not notice that tree root right in front of you, and you feel your foot catch, and you are about to stumble and probably do a lot of clanking with the pots and pans in your pack.
I'm gonna let it happen.
All right. You, Jajare and Galdrin are very quiet. Meanwhile, you trip and clank, and all the metal just makes a significant noise. At that, a voice comes out of the fog. Who goes there?
Just passing through.
Right, the voice was still at some distance. Show yourself.
How we're so foggy.
Come closer.
Oh.
You are welcome here, friend. Only we wish to see you.
I'm gonna feel around and find Jajare and Galdrin and what are we doing?
They want to see you. They didn't say anything about us.
Yeah, you go check it out. I do. I like flick my hand towards you. You can take a hit.
All right. I'll go up.
Okay.
My hands will be up.
All right. I'm going to switch you all to a different map with the understanding that it's really you, Stainer, who is way up in the lead, and everybody else is behind.
Okay.
All right. All right, Stainer, as you proceed upwards through the fog, you do indeed see that there are a couple of fence posts with lanterns hanging on them. Two figures in the fog are standing there, and they look at you friendly enough, but they are very much armed, so blades drawn. There is also this creature here, who is looks like a wolfish creature, even more so than your good old pal Growljaw. but it does not advance. One of the figures steps out. Go ahead.
So we were just passing through, or I was just passing through. Saw your lights in the fog and thought it'd be a nicer, easier way to continue on.
Understood. Well, it's a very foggy morning, as you obviously know. You're welcome to come and introduce yourself. My name is Mastroy, and I'm Ildrick.
Steiner treated Baronet.
Very nice to meet you. They both bow. Our good exarch. Welcome to Beryl House. Mastroy makes a sweeping gesture with his hand at the building behind him.
Very, very kind of you. Well, why not?
Are you going to call your comrades, or are you just going to step in?
I'm just gonna step in.
Okay. Let me get the door for you. So glad you could join us. Mastroy steps here and opens up the door and calls inside. We have a visitor. Well,
Thank you.
the hound moves over here next to Ildrick. Jajare and Galdrin, you can hear that Stainer is talking to somebody. Seems friendly enough. I'm just going to put Arrowjacks on another layer until he shows up, hopefully. But you can't quite make out everything he said. You do hear a door creaking open. Mastroy opens it up, and inside a common room. Are you going to step inside, Stainer?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right, you hear some music start to play.
Oh nice.
Let's show you what appears in your field of vision here. Yeah, you see a few characters just around this central room, and these two right here, one of them is playing a lute, and the other is playing a bagpipe. So Drimnol here has the lute, and Grashi has the bagpipes. Both dwergs, a man and a woman, and you wouldn't necessarily expect a lute and a bagpipe to go well together, but they seem to be pretty good at what they're doing.
I enjoy it. Oh, this is quite nice.
This is a Sheolk over here, Eldraud on the right, and just name this other character real quickly. Eldraud on the right, he bows to you. It appears he is a fellow exarch. You can immediately tell by his vestments. But his vestments are a very rich beryl green. It immediately strikes you. Borg is also a Sheolk, and he heartily welcomes you in. Hail and well met, good sir.
Hail and well met. Hail and well met. This is a very lovely establishment. I didn't expect to find something like this out in the middle of this dastardly fog.
Yes, it is. It is very thick out there, but yeah, no, we live out here, so we are glad you could join us. Welcome to Beryl House. This statue here, it's kind of tough to tell what it is. Oh my gosh, is that some sort of fiend? But then you look at it and no, it just seems some sort of strange winged creature. But in each of its eye sockets, you notice beryl stones.
So,
What is your name? This is Drimnall asking you.
oh. Yeah, my name is Steiner.
Very nice to meet you, Stainer.
You as well, and you are
My name is Drimnall.
Drimnall.
This is my wife, Grashi.
Grashi. So what brings you out here into the middle of the forest? To this establishment? What is this place?
Oh, we live here. Very nice. As we said, it's Beryl House. It's very near the Beryl Temple.
Mm-hmm.
You've never heard of the Beryl Temple.
Right. So, what's this statue? Tell me about this.
You know, yeah, we actually don't know what it is. It kind of came with the place. See, long story short, the place was empty, and when we started forming our community here, it just seemed like a good place to make home. And we could have redesigned the statue. You know, my husband Drimnall and I, we are dwergs, and we are very handy with the stone. But it was so well made that even though it looks a little creepy, we decided to just leave it as is.
It is very creepy.
I recognize that voice out there. I think I recognize it.
Who's that?
Where is your doggy? Where is your doggy?
I have been looking all over for you, Perlisi.
Felicity comes walking out of some sort of room over here. You didn't get a good look at it, but yeah, the door swings. Oh, Stainer, so good to see you. Where are your friends?
Oh, they're waiting to come in. They're outside.
Oh, well, by all means, invite them in. Welcome to Beryl House.
Thanks, man. We have been looking all over for you.
You have? Oh, that's so nice of you. Well, now you found me.
That's true. You still into the arts and crafts?
Absolutely. She pulls out those incredibly long needles from her dress. Still making dolls. They're so cute. Grimnall and Grashi continue playing the music. Eldrod said, "Pardon me, you'll have to excuse me. I have to go attend to something." He goes walking towards the stairs. While Lord comes over. "Yes, where are your friends? Invite them in."
I was just about to go out and get them myself.
"Oh, please do. We're always glad to have visitors here."
Perlisi, give me a moment and we'll be right back in here. Love to have
"Very well.
some tea with you again.
Absolutely." The music continues to play. You hear Borg saying, "So nice to have guests," as you're proceeding towards the door.
And I'll leave.
Okay. You walk outside. All is as it was. Mastroy turns around. "Oh, leaving so soon?"
Just gonna go speak with some friends. I'll be back.
"Oh, very well."
Do.
All right, Stain, are you going off to get
Yep.
your pals? All right. He
So
comes walking out of the fog.
this place is really nice. Oh, and Perlisi's is in there.
Really? Well, that was the house. True. Yeah. Maybe we proceed with a lot of caution.
There's some dwergs in there. There's several folk art living in this place. It's like I don't even know what you would call it. It's like an inn, but they live here permanently.
Interesting.
I
You can
clock.
now hear
I
the
clocked
music.
4. Oh yeah, they had very lovely music playing.
Hmm. Well, I'll blame you if I die from these people. So
I'd say I wouldn't have come back out for you, and I would have sent one of them to get you if I didn't want to offer an opinion or to get opinions from you guys. It's nice in there, from what I can tell. Ulysses is in there. We were looking for her already.
did you see any children?
I did not. They do have a really creepy statue.
Jaw's body language again seems to shift to that very, very upright show of strength sort of posture. You see him sniffing in the direction of the house, growls a little bit.
Well, the dog sniffer is usually right about things, especially ever since that weird cave.
You hear a voice call out, and you haven't heard Ildrick talk as much, Stainer, but you think it's his, and just, we'll be starting some breakfast soon. Well, brunch, really. Welcome to join us.
Brunch. I mean, how much further can we get through this thick fog?
I don't think we will make it very far.
So what do you say? Have a quick brunch?
Well, as long as we aren't the brunch, I think we're fine.
So, follow me then, I guess. Is the pooch staying?
The pooch follows with you. He goes to this side. It's near Jajaray. And as you draw closer, you can tell that Growljaw and Barrel Bark here, they both just kind of stop. And it's very much the classic hounds sizing each other up situation. They look like they're pretty equally matched, but Growljaw is not backing down. All of you give me look checks. All right, Stainer, you are focused ahead. Jazaray, you're being very observant, as are you, Geldern. Okay. Stainer, you don't see this, but I'm just going to make these visible. You hear some shuffling around in the undergrowth, and over here is a very, very large toad. But it doesn't advance, it just looks at you, kind of cocks its head a little bit, and then here is a very large lizard. Both of them have just this beautiful beryl green sheen to them. And now that you look at it, beryl bark, when you look at his eyes, uh, definitely they look greenish. Ildrick and Mastroy call out to you, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Brunch is being served inside in the main hall."
Alright, so I kind of need to talk to you guys about something and some things, anyways. We got to figure out what's going on in my head, or I'm afraid I'm going to get you guys killed. So let's eat some brunch, figure this out for a minute. Boop, boop, boop.
Mastroy goes over here and opens the door. "Very nice to meet you. I've met Stainer. What are your names?"
Galdrin.
"Nice to meet you, Galdrin." "Nice to meet you as well, my lady."
Say,
All right.
my lady.
Growljaw gives Beryl a wide berth and seems to want to stick with you. "Oh, it's okay. You can let your hound inside. He's welcome. Or he can stay outside here with Beryl bark." Growljaw comes in here and curls up. But he's looking around cautiously. Meanwhile, the other folks are stepping back just to make room for you, and out of this doorway comes another familiar figure. Aura. With Perlicino. He's carrying a plate of food. "Hello there." Then another figure. "Oh, now you've found me. So glad you're here." Krillin here also comes out carrying a plate of food. People step up, begin just laying out the food. They don't have tables. Borg steps next to you, Stainer. "Hey, sit down. You look like you appreciate food. Dang, look at those muscles." He punches you on the shoulder in a friendly way. He's a large man who clearly respects your orcishness and says, "We got plenty of good food here. Sausages, potatoes." Krillin comes and sets it down.
Don't mind if I do.
"Guests eat first." They point to the plates of food. "Ooh, so nice to have you here. Ooh, and thanks for reminding me about my my craft. I'm gonna go continue on my next doll." "Eldrod, can you get my stuff? Can you get my things?" He goes walking over to the staircase. Meanwhile, Burrot.
I got a mouthful of potatoes. I just give you the shoulders and hands up.
Orc sits down next to you, Stainer. He grabs a plate full of sausage. They seem to have a very good amount of food.
Vorg, tell me
Krillin
about this
and you
place. It's very fascinating.
"Oh, yes. You know what? We are all worshippers at the Beryl Temple." Krillin passes through the doors carrying some food. Looks like he's going out to feed the guards, Mastroy and Ildrick. "Yes, we all have a shared worship, shared fascination with the Beryl power, and it has brought us together." divine omens.
Can you describe these omens?
Well, it's been different for each person. That's what's so beautiful about it. But for me, I've always loved, I'm a sailor myself, always loved the beauty of the Beryl Mere. And in my dreams, I saw the trees of this island turning to a beautiful beryl green. And I heard about people leaving for a beautiful place to live in the forest. It was just rumors in Talon Cove, but I eventually followed them. And well, here I am. I'm a good fisher as well. We got a lot of good fish in the back. No tuna, though. Have you heard about the tuna disappearing?
Damn it, yes, I have.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, it's not as if you can't catch it, but I mean, I caught some, but that was it. I couldn't buy any in town. Very, very strange.
You ever
Very
had
strange.
smudge?
What is Smaj?
Smudge is a dragon-like creature. I slayed it.
Wow,
Yep,
I'm
sure did.
impressed.
Slayed it, and then we harvested it, and I have meat.
Oh, wow. Is it warm? Do you eat it cold?
Still
You're welcome to
big.
use our kitchen.
Oh, really? You have a kitchen?
Yes. The kitchen is over there where the people came out with the food. He points to this door. You're welcome to go do some cooking. Baron says, I can show you where the cooking utensils are.
Oh, it's okay. I have my own.
Smudge. What did you make with it?
Well, again, it's new to me, so new to you. I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, guess young Baron can take you in there.
All right.
Baron goes walking over, motions. Felicity comes next to you, Joshua and Galdrin, and sees, it's almost as if she didn't see Growljaw as soon as she does. Ooh! Growljaw backs up. She goes walking over here. So why were you looking for me?
Well, we went to the tavern you were working at, and they said you hadn't shown up for several days, and along with Baron. So we
Oh, yeah.
decided to go look for you.
Oh, yes. Well, we heard about this wonderful new home. My home is destroyed, you see. Someone destroyed my home. So
Wonder
I
who
had to
did
go
that.
find.
Oh, that's
I had
horrible.
to go. So I found a new one. Trainer, as you step inside, you see a fellow orc and very tall, hulking, and furry. And Baron says, welcome, come in and feel free to cook. So there are various implements here, including a cauldron if you want. There are vents up above in the ceiling to allow the smoke to escape. It does seem to be a full working kitchen. Meanwhile, Galdrin and Jajaray, it's a hearty breakfast that's put before you, and they absolutely cater to fawns, so there are plenty of vegetables and fruits. Growljaw is looking suspiciously at Prolissy. Meanwhile, Vord.
This place is a
Sorry, go
little.
ahead.
This place is a little suspect. I don't quite understand. Yes. If this is
Ulysses
another
sits
haunted
down.
house situation, I'm going to be very perplexed on why there is so much haunted real estate.
Ulysses moves over here and sits on the stone platform below the statue and just begins knitting away at yet another doll. You hear a door creak open, this time on the other side of the house. And Lishiru emerges, comes and sits down next to Vorg, smiles warmly at him, and begins eating food. Oh, so glad to have you here in Beryl House. Are you going to go on to the temple?
The temple, you say?
Yes. It's in the woods not far from here. Oh, it's the Beryl Temple. You have to go and experience it for yourself.
I see, I see. How far? Yes.
Oh, a wonderful experience. It's enlightenment. The power of the Beryl mirror will touch you. Stainer, in the meantime, are you going to heat up the Zamaj concoction?
Yes, I am.
Okay. It starts to come together as either a stew or a gumbo, depending on how you want to season it. They do have quite a few herbs and spices back there. Buron is looking on eagerly, and Gralp, as a fellow carnivorous orc, is also one respects you as an exarch and is glad to see a fellow orc. So he's chatting you up, learning, asking you all about your adventures slaying the dragon.
It was very, very dangerous. You see, we should have never even done it, but you know, my friends, they follow me wherever I ask them to. They're great pals. Anyhow, we killed the thing, tracked it down. After its lair almost ate us.
Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
it almost ate us. Like the door was a mouth.
Well, that's scary. That's something you don't see every day.
I know, it's insane.
Well, that's very impressive. I
So,
wish
yeah.
I could have seen it.
No, it was pretty scary. I don't think I would like to go back.
Gralp pats his axe. Looks like a pretty tough dude, probably not one to back down from a challenge, but yeah, that is scary. I'll use my head and not my instincts. I am curious where it was. There's a strange look in his eye when he says this.
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, I'm interested in this stew or whatever it is you're making.
Oh, yeah, it's almost finished. This is made out of said nasty creature.
Stainer, go ahead and give me your cook check. I think you have improved, so if you want to burn a new on it, you can. All right, you are very, very happy without. Is it going to be a stew, or are you going to spice it up and make it into a gumbo?
Oh, it's more.
Throw anything else in there?
Yeah, it's real thick and gumbo-like.
Okay, because they do have sausages and bits of chicken and even fish and shrimp if you want to throw that in there.
Right. Yep. It's gonna be
Okay.
spicy, and made mostly out of old dragon bits.
Okay. You throw all the bits in there and you cook a very surprisingly good smelling stew, especially considered what you used to make it. Meanwhile, out there in the common room, Jazare and Galdrin, they are continuing to ask you about yourselves. Oh, we're so glad you came, and you must go to the temple. With Shiru speaking up now, she says, "Oh, well, I just always felt so lost in life, like there was no purpose. And then I went there and I just felt the green light envelop me and embrace me. Wouldn't say that all my questions about life are answered, but I just feel confident now that the, the Barrelmere in the east is there. It is beautiful. It is part of the earth, and it welcomes us."
Yeah, I think whatever this green light is influencing them. Yeah. Well, I say we still go to this temple. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, just go back out on the road and keep following it north into the forest. It's a little windy, but don't worry, as long as you stay on the road, you won't get lost.
I see.
Stainer, are you going to come serve your gumbo?
So, Grumps, have you ever had ogre nuggets? Here you go. Here you go. Here you
Ogre
go. I
nuggets.
pull out a few of them and drop them on his little bowl.
Okay. You drop him on his bowl. He says, "I've had ogre, but not prepared like this. Nuggets. Oh, by the way, did you bread them, Stainer? Or...
Yes, they are breaded in some sort of
Excellent.
floured thing.
Like a week ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ralph looks at them, takes a bite. Not bad. Not bad. I take it you're a chef.
I dabble. I dabble.
Okay. Well done. He finishes the ogre nugget.
Anyhow,
I'll help you serve that stew if you want.
appreciated.
All right. He takes a couple big bowls of it, backs out the door. Buran helps too, comes and sits down next to Arlissi. Look at this stew. Highly recommend trying it, though I haven't yet tried it myself, Gralp says. Rainer the Exarch here is apparently a good chef. He puts down the bowls, and you see people looking at it a little suspiciously, but Gralp, he fills his own bowl and dives in and begins eating it, and was impressive. Licks one of his fangs. Very impressive. Never heard of his Maj, and never eaten one before, but this isn't bad. Very nicely done, Stainer.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. So are you all going to go to the temple?
I do not know. Are we going to the temple?
I believe we should. You know, just to go see it. Mm-hmm.
Felicity is working on her doll, and it's almost as if she's just completely gone out of the conversation. She isn't even looking at you all at this point. She's just completely absorbed in her work. The doll looks like it's taking the shape of some sort of woman in a beryl green dress. That's the best work you see her do so far. It looks very, very precise and lifelike.
That's quite amazing. She's old bat still got it.
People begin to. The doll is about a foot and a half tall, so it's good sized. You hear some scampering feet, and out of this door, you see some children come running.
What
They
the
come
heck?
running over. We're hungry too. We're hungry too. Ralph goes and feeds them and said, well, it's not every day you're going to eat dragon stew. You need it because you're growing. So he begins serving the kid, or sorry, Smaj gumbo. And you see him slip one of the kids a little bit of ogre nugget as well.
Hmm.
He nods at you and says, that, that man is a very good cook.
Okay, guys. I think we may have found where we needed to be. Are these the kids from this town?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we know that for sure?
Definitely children.
We're all from town.
See, they just confirmed it. Ah.
That was Lashiru speaking up. Yes, we all came from Talon Grove at one time or another. Really recently.
Well, you know the folks they are worried about you.
Oh. Well, then we'll be happy to head back. You can, or if you tell them that we're fine out here in the forest. Oh, and they're all invited to come to the Beryl Temple. More the merrier.
I'm whispering now.
Well, I guess we should go see this glorious temple.
Oh, you must. You positively must.
Yeah. I just got a full belly now. Thank you for your contributions. Uh,
Absolutely. If you're welcome to stay for lunch as well. We'd love to find out more about you, as where you've come from.
yeah. First, we're gonna go check out the temple, and then we would possibly, maybe, love to talk.
Very well. If you do decide to make any chit chat with them or want to find out anything else, feel free to give me mingle checks. Or if you just want to take off, that's cool too. Mingle is just kind of your general info gathering, small talk. I'll strike up some more tunes too as soon as they're done eating their breakfast.
Very nice.
Anyone want to make a mingle check to try to find out anything, or save that for some other time?
Ask the kids how they got here.
Okay. All right, Jonathan, right? You ask the kids. Oh, our families brought us. Yes, we love it here. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, yes. Around here, some of them are working on the farm out back.
Oh, there's a farm.
We have to go do chores later.
Well, there goes that theory. Dreminol, my friend, a fellow member of the cloth. What brings you
Or-
out here?
For Eldrod,
Eldrod.
yes. I'll trim all there. So it's Eldrod. He says, well, he looks at you and he says, I came to the Beryl Temple, and I am absolutely still loyal to the Order of the Exarchs. I just feel that there is a power growing in the temple that is worth looking into.
What color is his eyes?
They look normal. They're just a straight brown.
Okay. Elaborate on the aura or energy of this place.
Well, you can tell the other clerics at Osprey Beak Altar that I am looking into it, though I am fascinated by it. And Stainer, when you hear that, you know when you were in town, you and Galpern as well, both heard that the altar in town at which all 4 orders of clerics are welcome is called Osprey Beak Altar. So that's what he's referring to. Yes, I went in there and I began having mystical visions, and I've had dreams since then, and I feel like my magic flows better when I'm near the temple. But some of my friends here have talked about a lady who has appeared to them there, but though I have not seen her.
What do they say the lady looks like?
Depends on who you talk to, but very, very beautiful, all clad in beryl green, with a voice like waters.
You got all this starting while you were in there? Like,
In talking to other people. So I've never seen her.
oh, I'm saying your experiences. I mean to ask about your experience when you go into the
Oh yes, yes. It's strongest when we go in. We go for all of us really when we go into the temple.
Mm.
But it is sacred, and we have the sense that we should not dwell there, which is why we chose to dwell nearby. There's a decently loud conversation now going on, just with so many people talking.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm ready
Couple more.
when you guys are, Jaja Ray.
I say we go.
Another member of this community comes out and sits next to Lishiru. Introduces himself as Kron. I'm very glad to meet you all. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Oh, you'll be absolutely welcome.
I mean, well, maybe, possibly, we'll come back.
Oh, I hope you will. I hope you will. Well, everyone who comes and goes, you do that of your own free will. So just know that you're welcome. If you choose to come back, wonderful, welcome. But if you choose not to, that's absolutely no problem with us. And Eldraud looks at you again, Stainer, as well as at you, Galdrin. Says, and if you wouldn't mind letting the clerics of Osprey Beak Altar know that I am fine. If there's no need to search for me, I am well.
All right.
Galdrin, you think he recognized you as a sentinel, so not a full monk cleric, but he knows you're tied to the monks.
Mhm.
Okay.
If you ever need to reference it, Osprey Beak Altar is the altar in the town of Talon Cove.
Okay.
Are you going to leave?
I suppose we are. Everyone enjoy the rest of the the gumbo, and we shall see you later.
Very well. Do come back soon. Khaleesi looks up. Ooh, so nice to see you all. But then
Very
she
nice to
scowls
see
at
you too.
Growljaw. Oh, thank you. Growljaw seems very happy to get out of there. Jazare, he nuzzles up next to you. You gonna head back to the path?
Are we going to?
The toad and the lizard are still there.
Is it?
Pretty soon you're out of earshot.
Okay.
And you make it back to the path. And it does indeed peel off around the house. To the right of it. But then it looks like it resumes its northward course.
What do you suppose one of those lizards tastes like?
I'm not quite worried about eating right now.
I mean, I know we just ate, but
Pretty sure we just got
yeah. So I'm kind of concerned about all this barrel talk. I keep having visions. I know you guys aren't seeing them, but I promise you that they're gargantuan-sized feminine eyes in barrel color seem to be like beckoning me or following me through the mists. But when I had a warning before getting on that altar, told me also to beware the barrel. And I feel like we've just found ourselves in more than just a sea of it.
Stinger and Galdrin, and I'm not going to make you roll a far lore check for this, just as clerics or as being tied to the clergy in your case, Galdrin. You know that cults are definitely frowned upon by the four orders of clergy. The four orders may have generally differing religious philosophies, but one thing they do agree on is that offshoot cults are a bad thing. So you know that if you take Eldrod's message back to Osprey Beak Altar and he claims that everything's fine, you know that at minimum the clerics there will be raising eyebrows. You hear something about a beryl temple. Usually those sorts of things are kept very secret and deliberately concealed from the clerics, from for lack of a better word, call them the mainstream clerics. But Eldrod was surprisingly forthcoming about it.
Mm-hmm.
Going over to the lizard.
I am checking them out.
Okay, you check out barrel scale. The lizard turns towards you. Seems like it's standing guard as well, just like maybe barrel bark. But it locks eyes with you and then looks away. Ildrick calls out, "Oh, did you find our pet? Or one of them? That's barrel scale. She's a very nice lizard. You're welcome to pet her.
I was about to
You
eat your
might bite.
pet.
What was that?
Oh, nothing, nothing. Very nice to meet your pet. We'll see you after. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Very nice to eat your pet.
Are you heading back to the road?
Are we heading back to the road?
You said you are heading back to the road. Okay, okay, okay. You make it back to the road. No questions asked. They do not follow you, or you don't notice any weird behaviors. Mastroy and Ildrick seem to be very much on guard. However, you make it back to the road, no problem. The fog is a bit thinner, and it's, of course, later in the morning, approaching the noon hour. You could go back the way you came, or there is the path leading off into the woods. Seem to be thinning.
What did we decide? Are we going to the temple?
I think so. Uh, maybe we could. Yeah. Maybe we could figure out how to turn off the.
Possession.
Yes. By some green light.
That's what I'm saying. I keep having visions of that same green light.
Painter, I just
Maybe
threw
we-
you a whisper in the chat.
Maybe we could solve that issue too.
Desiree and Galvin, you see Stainer looking as if he's concentrating.
Okay, this way. I start heading northwards along the path.
Okay. The trail is easy to follow, very blatant. It does become a little less well kept. About half an hour later, you notice that it's sloping upwards. So you're definitely gaining ground. A couple times, you end up going up some switchbacks on some hills, in which case you get good views all around. You can see the seawater around the island. You can see smoke that marks where Talon Cove lies to the south. And you can see the Ice Sheen Mountains across the channel. And excellent view, but then soon you're back in forest. Ahead of you, oh, and by the way, you start to get above the fog line. Ahead of you, you see what looks to be amidst the trees, again catching glimpse of it from afar, perhaps a ruined stone building of some sort. and you are approaching it very, very quickly.
Just see that just up ahead? That looks ancient. Shall we check it out?
The path winds its way straight towards it.
Oh, we're going to go right past it.
The path continues to climb. The ground it was mainly dirt, often covered with pine needles, soft and spongy, but now it's becoming rockier.
Any strange creatures? More of those weird lizards along the
Feel
trail?
free to give me look checks.
Hmm.
Nice, Galdrin.
God dang, man. I'm spending the Numa. I'm rerolling.
Okay. Sorry for all the ones. Because you have a darn good look check. Okay. Stater, as you're looking off towards the temple and looking potentially see some sort of lizard, you do notice a green light of some sort in the temple. It looks not like a lantern, not like a torch, some sort of strange glow. And it comes through some cracks in the stone, which, again, it's a bit of a ruin, but perhaps it is still structurally sound. Galdrin, you look to your left, and you see some bushes shaking, and you're pretty sure you see a large furry creature go bounding off into the woods. If you had to guess, it looked like a large bear. I see Jaja Ray just stepped away, so I'll wait till she's back to describe what she sees.
Galdrin, did you see that green light up there? What could that be?
I don't know.
Calvin, you caught a glimpse of it in your peripheral vision, but the bear, if that's what it was, consumed your attention. But you did catch a glimpse of what he was looking at.
I think I saw a bear.
A bear.
All right, and Jaja Ray, as you were looking around to your right, you think you might have seen a very large snake moving through the trees, but it was at some distance.
I mean, don't touch it, it won't touch you. It's generally the running philosophy with those types of things, Jaja.
Anyone has Nylore, feel free to give me a check.
Hmm. Oh!
Wow, Galvin, nice. All right, Galvin, just in chit-chatting about it, it just occurs to you that you've a snake that big, you've heard of things from tropical climates, large reptiles like that. They're not typically native to this region. It's too cold for those sorts of snakes, from what you heard. I mean, there may be some giant specimen out there, but it does strike you as out of place. And Stainer, once he begins chit-chatting with you, you're able to affirm this.
Okay.
Are you going to approach the temple? You're about 200 yards from it.
Okay, I'm definitely trying to hone in on where I saw that green light coming from.
Okay. Definitely at the temple, there's a particular crack in its roof that faces southwestward, and you have a decent view of it from where you are. You're on a rise on one of the hills right now, and you can tell you're going to lose elevation going towards the temple and then regain it. And that the temple is on a higher hill than you're on right now that looks pretty rocky, and the trees are packed thick around it, but the glow definitely came from that crack.
Okay.
It looks like a pretty good sized crack in the roof. Oh, you're trying to think, you're trying to detect some sort of energy or aura, something that may be absolutely great question. Feel free to roll either a glint or a wise check, whichever is higher for you. Yes. Nice. Okay, Jaja Ray. You put your mind to it, and you do feel a pull inside your soul, is probably the best way I can describe it. It's there's something out there that wants you to come to the temple. And it feels kindly. I'm based on your conversations with everyone at Beryl House. You are suspicious of it. And at the same time, there's something about it that feels familiar to you. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Yeah.
As you're speaking, a wind picks up from the south, blows through the trees, heading right towards the temple, and all the leaves, needles, branches just begin swaying as if it's creating, uh, rolling out the green carpet for you.
We should leave. Guys, we should leave.
I think I agree.
Yeah.
Glow returns in the temple. It doesn't feel threatening, that's for sure.
Keep moving northwards. Let's go.
Desiree, feel free to give me another wise check. Okay. Again, you have that feeling of familiarity, but you can't quite place it. But there's definitely something out there that just says to you, I've experienced this before. The wind stops. Stainer, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm getting bad vibes.
Stainer, I dropped you a note. I'm gonna give you a follow-up note as well. Okay, thanks for the heads up, Jajare. Peter may make some decisions based on the whispers I just sent him, so we'll wait till he gets back. Of course, you two are welcome to confer. The wind has died down. Excuse me. And Stainer looks like he's concentrating or something has distracted him. Jaw is looking side to side.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to go into that temple.
I don't really think you should.
I think I need to.
I mean, we could always, like, blow up the temple.
Anyone who has far lore, go ahead.
Far lore.
Feel free to give me a check.
I believe this might be the reason we've come this far to begin with.
Aerojax has improved far lore, but unfortunately he's not here. Okay, Stainer. I believe you have standard training in far lore, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so just baseline knowledge, you have heard of things like possession and spirits or just influences that can really either just persuade people's minds or in some cases take them over. You haven't studied it too much. You have a suspicion that were something like that to happen to you or to someone else, if you could get that person back to the clerics at Osprey Beak Altar in Talon Cove, they would be able to deal with it. But of course, the problem is if someone is that heavily influenced or possessed, you might resist being taken back there.
Right.
But that's kind of the catch.
I don't know. I just have a very, very, very unshakable urge to go there.
200 yards stand between you and the entrance to the temple.
Just if you don't want to come, don't come. But I'm definitely gonna go. Just if something were to happen to me, get me back to Osprey Break Altar, and they'll know how to deal with it.
I mean, could we like try a rope around you and then you walk in, and if you feel all hypnotizy, you just kind of tug on it a little bit and then we'll pull you out?
Do you think that would work?
I don't know.
How much rope do we have?
I want to say you have quite a bit. Look at the lower right of your first page of your character sheets. I think each of you might have 100 feet.
Yep. So we have what, 300 feet of rope? I mean, I believe I could get. What if it's further than that? You guys just gonna stay 300 feet behind me?
Yeah.
Okay then. Tie me up.
Okay. You guys tie the ropes around him. You putting it around his waist, or his shoulders, or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. You make a good. You wrap the rope several times, and you lose some length as a result of it. But you have a pretty good harness on your friend. Gonna make your way to the temple.
Yep.
Okay. Walking through the forest, the sunlight is growing stronger, the fog is pulling back. The temple does feel very welcoming. Jajare, you are still having that sense of familiarity that you just can't shake. And Stainer and Galdrin, you start to have that sense of familiarity as well. And Stainer, obviously, you've been getting these visions the whole time, but this is also just something in the back of your mind is clicking that, hey, this
Is
this
there,
feels like
as I'm approaching, does there look like there's any way to get up on top of the building? Maybe try to get up to the roof from outside of this structure?
you could. There's definitely a pathway that leads to a staircase into the structure, but you could absolutely try to climb on the sides. I'm going to go ahead and move you over there with the understanding that Albert and Jaja Ray are staying much farther back. You eventually get to the base of some steps leading directly up into the temple. And I'll just assume that Jajare and Galdrin are down there. You have the rope around him. You're Presumably you're standing much farther back. With Greljaw and Stainer, you can ascend those steps. They are much steeper than they looked at a distance.
Right.
But if you wanted to try to climb, over here, you could definitely give it a shot.
I'll attempt to ascend the stairs.
Okay. You climb the stairs. It's definitely surprisingly steep, but you managed to get up there. How far are you going to go? Feel free to move Stainer on the map. Okay.
About 300 feet away from them.
Okay. So they are a way back, and they have maybe a little bit of slack left on the rope, but you are just below the entrance to the temple, so you cannot see into it because these stairs are pretty steep. So you would have to climb them to really look directly into the temple. As you can see, the foliage is thick around it.
I'd like to think that they were holding on to it, not expecting me to pull them along the way.
Okay. Ray and Gelgrin, you feel the rope getting tighter. You know he's pretty much at the end of it, but he's not tugging on it.
Is there a way in?
Stainer, when you get. So yes, Stainer, you are up there and you can see most of the insides of the temple now. You can tell that stones crumbled in here, allowed forest growth to come in from the outside. A crack above the roof where you were seeing the glow follows a diagonal line where I'm pinging here
Zoom out.
above, and then directly ahead and across, you see what appears to be a pool of beryl green water. Go ahead and give me a look check.
There we go. Finally, something decent.
Very, very nice. Ahead of you, you see a very large snake come out of the trees here. It turns towards you, but does not look threatening. As you're looking at its face, it almost smiles at you, but warmly, if you can picture a gigantic constrictor snake flashing you a kind smile. It bows to you and then goes slithering off into the foliage, unless you're going to attack it or something like that.
No. No. That's a little strange. That snake just bowed to me. I'm going to tug on my rope.
Okay.
Well, he tugged. Start pulling.
You pull.
I yank back when they pull.
Okay. All right. He yanks back. How do you interpret this? Calvin and Joshua Ray?
He yanked back. I don't know how to interpret this.
300 feet. I yell, "Get up here!"
You can faintly hear his voice.
I'll yell back, "No!"
All right, then I'll untie the rope.
Dang it. He's gonna get hypnotized.
All right. Galdrin and Jaja Ray, you feel the rope go slack.
Just
Later, you
stepped
are
out to let
free of the rope.
Um, I can see down both of these little hallways.
Yes. You think you see maybe a hole behind the rocks here and over here, both to the left and to the right. And ahead of you are the jumbled stones you will have to climb over if you want to make it into the chamber with the water.
I will attempt to climb over.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a toil check. Difficulty rating of 10. There are a couple of holes there you don't want to fall down. Should be simple enough.
With my rolls tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see, toils a +4.
6 and above, and you're fine. All right. Your foot slides a couple times, but you manage to make your way over the stones, and you are now in the main chamber. Standing on that stone, you look over here and you see all kinds of holes in the stonework. You do not see the snake. You're guessing it's slithered out somewhere over there. Over here to your left, the stone is broken open, so you can see sunlight and trees out here. There's also the crack in the roof above and behind you now.
I was trying to get a sense of where I am, looking for that crack.
Okay, so the crack starts pretty much above you here and follows a diagonal through the ruined roof. Ahead of you is the beryl green pool, and it begins to glow.
How's my or sense tingling?
Go ahead and give me either a wise or a glint check, whichever is higher.
Roll the tingle.
All right. Definitely you feel a presence in this place. That familiarity is growing stronger. And all this is happening. Okay, Jajare and Galdrin, you felt the rope go slack. Are you moving up? And if so, how quickly?
He took off the rope. He took it off. I don't know if we should wait. We should probably go in. Maybe like chant to ourselves, la 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 la, no hypnotizing me, la 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 la. Think non-hypnotizing thoughts.
All right, you steal your minds. Are you going to move quickly or cautiously?
Quickly.
Okay. I know Jaja Ray is very fast. Geldrin, what's your maximum speed?
Sprint walk is 7.
Okay. Dr. Ray, are you going to wait up for him or are you going to dust him? Okay. You're outpacing him. I believe your speed is 10. Max speed is 10 now. Is that correct? Okay, yeah, you are very, very quick. You are an excellent sprinter. All right, you get there before Galdrin, and you reach the foot of the stairs. Meanwhile, Stainer, with that roll of the wisdom check, I'm going to whisper something to you. You are at the foot of the stairs. Galdrin is coming up behind you as fast as he can. At the foot of the pool, are you going to touch the water at all?
I believe I am. I think I'm going to step in it.
Okay. Okay, you step in it, and as soon as you do, you feel a hand. It makes you jump, but it doesn't grab you violently. In front of you in the pool, you see the form of those eyes you've been seeing appear in the surface of the water, and then they shrink. This all happens in just a few short moments, but they take the form of a familiar looking woman who suddenly steps out of the water in front of you. You recognize her, but don't recognize her. You believe this is the merchant from Talon Cove to whom you sold that amulet. You also saw her once at the Fogfire Tavern, but she had changed completely. She'd restyled her hair. She is now wearing a beryl green dress that looks like armor. Her eyes are beryl green, and she was just a pretty normal looking woman, but her charisma is now off the charts. And the charm, the absolute personal magnetism, it is phenomenal.
Well,
She steps out of the water, and she still has the amulet around her neck with the beryl stone is in it. Welcome. Her
Thank
voice
you.
echoes through the stone.
I see you still have that trinket I made for you.
Absolutely. So glad you came. Jajare and Galdrin, you are hearing this voice. It echoes out of the stone as if the voice itself is one with the temple.
is that tree behind that stone slab of any significance?
So you notice its leaves are very beryl green, almost unnaturally so. Outside of that, you don't see it moving or
Okay.
anything that would indicate it has a mind of its own. But it does bear the same beautiful green of the waters.
How are you doing that with the eyes in the sky?
Oh, it's powerful magic here in the temple. I believe it comes from the beryl mirror, and I want to harness it. Isn't it lovely?
It truly is. Can you show me more?
Of course. She stirs the water with her foot. Very, very just regal, but almost seductive as she does it too. At this point, Jajare and Galvin, I'm assuming you're climbing the stairs, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. At that point, you would have been able to reach this platform here, where Stainer was standing a little bit ago. Growljaw is hanging out down here. So you can now, if you're going to proceed up there, then you can see that Stainer is there talking to this lady whom you recognize. And Jajare, I'm going to whisper something to you. Jajare, I just threw you a whisper. It's all right. I'm going to move you to up here. You recognize Dargeep, the merchant from Talon Cove, whom you also saw in the Fogfire Inn and Tavern.
Right.
And she is chatting with Stainer, and she casts her gaze in your direction as well. Welcome to the Beryl Temple. Her voice echoes throughout the stone. Did you follow visions here? I am learning the ways of the temple. There is magic here, very
Yeah.
strong.
Mm.
And you are welcome to learn it with me.
No.
Stainer, she reaches out as if to grab your hand. Do you let her?
I do.
Okay. She says, you are welcome to come into the waters. All of you. You feel her start to try to pull on you, and it's becoming a little more forceful. Jadare and Galvin, are you going to attempt to make it up there to cross this stony area, the jumbled ruin, or are you going to stay where you are?
Yep.
Okay, Stainer, do you step into the water?
I do.
Okay. Alrighty, sir. We are going to do a counter magic challenge as you step into the water. Feel free to roll a d30 plus your highest mental, spiritual root trait, smart, wise, or glint, plus your tier.
1d30 plus my.
Looks like you'll have a 5 plus 3 for your tier, so it'll be a 1d30 plus 8.
Oof.
Okay. As you step into the water, you feel just this amazing sense of power, as if you could just drink in this water, that it would just be absolutely wonderful. You want to feel it flowing through your veins, and you see Dargeep smiling at you. And a blissful look comes onto your face. Galdrin and Jaja Ray, you see this happening. Feel free to give me just toil checks, again, difficulty rating 10, to quickly traverse the rocks here, the jumbled area. Okay. You are welcome to burn a Numa if you want.
I also improved on toils.
If you burn the Numa, you do not need to roll. It's a difficulty rating of 10, which you already have as the base on an improved roll, so it's automatic if you do that.
Thanks.
Okay. You are across. Stainer, you see your friends running towards you, and Dargeep just smiles and says, "Welcome. You are welcome to step in the waters as well."
No, yeah. Wish he'd kept the rope on.
Oh, very well. If you do not wish to stay, you are, of course, free to leave of your own will. He gestures towards the far end of the temple. I'm so glad you all came. Stainer, how do you feel?
I feel powerful.
Don't you, though?
It's wonderful.
There's more. As she says this, her voice remains feminine, but changes somehow. You all hear it. It's as if it is a different voice. Deeper and richer than Dargeep's normal voice. Stainer, while you're there basking in the joy of the power, Galdrin and Jaja Ray, you can move up next to him.
Show me more.
Next to him, I'm gonna draw my snap.
All right, you draw your snap sling. Dargeep looks at you. She says, I understand. I know that people can be afraid of this at first. If you have any concerns. Oh, okay. Well, you are always, well, you are welcome here. She steps out of the water and sits down right here. Stainer, in the meantime, you feel the power coursing through your veins. And the urge to just dive into the pool and bask in it is growing. Oh, wow, I'm sorry. Sometimes I come on a little strong. I apologize. Please, no. You make your own decisions. Uh, This is of your own free will. You're gonna All right. Now, I know you were up here, correct? You were over the stone. Feel free to give me your strike roll, Jaja Ray. I'm gonna Oh, no problem.
Zero success.
Okay, that is a hit. Are you going to burn Numa on improved harm or just roll? Okay. Or the stone. Wow. Okay. The stone goes whizzing right by Stainer and hits Dargeep square in the chest. She cries out, "No need!" She collapses into the water and splashes it. Stainer, you get splashed with the water and you feel completely invigorated. At the same time, you feel a sense of anger towards Jajare for doing that, but also there's that portion of your mind that says, Jajare is my friend. She has my best interests in mind. So those are the two things that are pulling at you right now.
I'm gonna step in front of Dargeep and out of the water. What are you doing? I'm here because I want to be.
All right. Dargeep sinks down into the water. Seems to vanish below the surface. The water's beautiful beryl hue just grows intense so that you can no longer see Dargeep.
It's the green stuff. Bad.
I'm here to tell you right now, it's not bad. I feel so much power.
I think it's because of the name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mildred, I'm going to whisper something to you.
All right.
So that is an option.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
It's
All right. Stainer?
yeah.
Sir?
I'm gonna
All right, you
invoke
see.
expulsion.
All right, Galdrin, you grab your trusty chain rod, and which is your conduit, and you are going to throw expulsion. All right. Counter magic challenge.
Are you
All
Feel
serious?
free
right.
to.
Are you
All right.
kidding me, bro?
Let's see.
All right.
What do I need to roll again?
So it's going to be a counter magic challenge. So it's a D30 plus your tier, which is 3, plus your highest mental or spiritual attribute. So glint, wise, or smart, whichever one is highest. I think you have a 5 in one of those. And then Stainer, it's not actually a roll against you. It's a roll against something else. All right.
Okay.
And Eldrin, if you want to burn Numa on an improved roll, you can.
I will do that.
Should make it 5 total Numa. Okay. Oh, wow. If you burn Numa on the improved, you win automatically.
I just want to see what the number I get anyway.
Okay, go for it.
Let's get the roll.
Nice.
Like,
All right, you handily beat this power. You immediately have the sense that you are not necessarily challenging the full power of whatever magic is in this green water. You are challenging whatever essence of it was influencing Stainer. Stainer, as your friend invokes expulsion, you feel his magic waft over you, and an influence does leave your mind. You do not lose your free will. You are absolutely still free to want that water. However, there was something in your head that was pulling on you very seductively, and that has broken.
Okay, but do I still feel super powerful?
It begins to fade. You feel very powerful. You also feel very sick.
Oh,
There's something in your gut that feels nauseated.
oh,
And
what?
this is
I think the the stew's coming back, and I'm gonna turn it around, and I'm gonna puke in the green water.
all right. You absolutely blow chunks into the green water. It coats the surface of it. And that is a great place to stop for this session since, Gil, I know it's 10 o'clock where you are. So
Mhm.
we can end this adventure or this session there with Stainer blowing chunks.
Sounds like it. Yeah, yeah. That sounds like how it should go.